It was a soft, golden afternoon in early spring. The park was alive with the gentle whisper of leaves and the perfume of blooming roses. I was wandering along a winding stone path, savoring the sun's warmth and the joyful chatter of birds overhead. Suddenly, a tremor of sorrow caught my attention. A figure slumped beside the old marble fountain, head bowed low, shoulders shaking. I paused, my heart tightening. Sitting there, her long dark hair cascading like a curtain around her, was a girl I'd never seen before. The sorrow in her posture was so tangible it made the air heavy. I swallowed hard and approached, careful not to startle her. "Hello," I said softly, kneeling a few feet away. "Are you all right?" She lifted her head, her face streaked with tears. Blue-green eyes, brimming with pain and vulnerability, met mine. She introduced herself, Emily, and explained between trembling breaths that her beloved dog, Max, had run off that very morning. She had searched until her legs ached, called his name until her voice failed, yet he remained missing. My heart ached to see her like this. "Let's find him," I offered gently, though inside my chest my own fear tugged at me. We could search for hours, days even. But her relief at that simple promise made it worthwhile. Together, we traversed every shadowed corner of the park, calling Max, to people strolling by, asking if they'd seen a small dog with chocolate-brown fur. Birds fluttered overhead as the sun dipped lower. Hours passed and the once cheerful park began to empty. By sunset we were exhausted, our voices hoarse, our feet sore. Yet Emily's eyes still held worry. I offered to walk her home, determined to return with her first thing in the morning. Standing at her front gate, I felt something remarkable, a fierce, unspoken bond. "I'll be here tomorrow," I promised, and though it sounded simple, I meant it with every fiber of my being. Dawn arrived soft and pink. I stood at Emily's door, nerves humming with anticipation. She greeted me with a hopeful smile, wiping sleep from her eyes. We set out again, retracing our steps through the neighborhood, visiting backyards and alleyways, calling for Max. Then, through a distant, familiar bark, a miracle. We froze, hearts pounding. Around the corner came a small, muddy streak of fur. "Max!" Emily gasped, melting into tears of relief. She scooped him up, his tail thumping wildly. I will never forget how she looked then, a vision of pure, overwhelming joy. They embraced, and in that moment I felt love blossom in my own chest, a soft, powerful light. Weeks passed like seconds. Emily and I grew inseparable. We spent afternoons lost in conversation, sharing favorite poems and sunlit dreams. I showed her my photos, crooked fence posts, dew-speckled petals, and she read me stanzas that made me smile or ache with meaning. One evening, we climbed a gentle hill overlooking the city's twinkling lights. The air was cool and fragrant. We sat close, my heart thumped in my chest. I looked at her, her eyes shining with the same inexplicable warmth I felt. "Emily," I whispered, voice trembling, "you've brought light to my life." She reached out, brushed my cheek, and whispered softly, "I feel the same." Our hands intertwined. Our first kiss came then, tender, unforgettable, like two souls recognizing each other in the vast night. But life, as it often does, tested us. Emily's father lost his job. Worries clouded her eyes. I wanted to help, but money was scarce. Still, hope bloomed in small efforts. I doubled my hours at work and studied English grammar at night, determined to earn more, to build a future. Emily became my patient teacher, correcting my awkward sentences, encouraging my practice. I taught her to see beauty in small victories. We grew together in love and purpose. Months later, a breakthrough, I received a job offer with better pay. My English had improved, but more importantly, I had grown, and so had we. Emily's father found work once more. Relief and gratitude filled her home. One evening, under a blush pink sky, I led Emily to the hill where we first kissed. The golden light glowed across her face. I knelt on one knee, heart pounding like a bird. "Emily," I began, voice thick with love, "you've given me hope, love, and purpose. Will you marry me?" Tears sparkled in her eyes, not sorrowful, but joyous. She nodded, voice a whisper, "Yes." I slipped the ring onto her finger. We embraced, kissing softly as the sun slipped beneath the horizon, two hearts joined, dreamers forevermore. This is our story, simple, delicate, and full of truth. A story of unexpected comfort on a spring afternoon, a bond formed through shared searching and shared growth, a love that faced hardship and bloomed stronger. A love that is gentle yet unforgettable, tender yet unforgettable, majestic yet profoundly real. May this story live in your heart as it lives in ours. On a golden spring afternoon, I wandered through a fragrant, sunlit park when I spotted a young woman crying by a marble fountain. Kneeling beside her, I gently asked if she was okay. Her name was Emily, and she'd lost her beloved dog, Max. Despite my own uncertainty, I promised to help. We spent the day calling his name, searching every path and pathway until dusk. Though tired and worried, Emily held on to hope. I walked her home and vowed to return first thing in the morning.